Losing leg strength? It's not just old age. Most people over 60 are losing leg power and don't even know why. It's not aging, it's overlooked habits. Discover what's silently draining your strength and how to get it back fast. You know that feeling when getting up from a chair suddenly feels like a mini workout. It's not in your head. After age 60, your body starts shedding muscle, whether you like it or not. It's called sarcopenia, and it's sneaky. One day you're gardening, the next you're avoiding stairs like they're a mountain. The kicker? You could lose up to 15% of your muscle per decade if you don't act. But here's the good news. You can absolutely turn the tide. Muscle isn't just for lifting groceries or opening jars. It's your body's built-in anti-aging armor, your stability, your balance, your independence. Research from Harvard shows that seniors who strength train just twice a week have significantly lower risks of falls and hospitalization. That's massive. Forget the myth that strength training is for gym rats or bodybuilders. You don't need to deadlift a car. Start small. Chair squats, resistance bands, soup can curls, yes, really. Pair that with protein-rich meals, eggs, lentils, Greek yogurt, and your muscles get the fuel they crave. Think of it as feeding your future. Take Tom, 67. He was starting to shuffle more than walk. 2 months into basic strength routines at home, he's back hiking every Saturday. Why? Because muscle isn't just about motion. It's your ticket to longevity, energy, and freedom. So here's the real question. What's silently stealing your strength without you even noticing? The next culprit may surprise you. Ever feel like your feet are wrapped in cotton, or like ants are dancing on your skin? That strange tingling, numbness, or even sharp jolts in your legs isn't just getting older. It could be peripheral neuropathy, nerve damage that creeps in quietly but can change everything. And here's the real kicker. Millions walk around with it, undiagnosed, thinking it's just part of aging, but it's not inevitable. Nerve damage can stem from unchecked diabetes, B12 deficiency, or even long-term alcohol use. One woman I worked with, Diane, 72, couldn't understand why her feet felt like padded bricks. Turned out she was low on B12, and within weeks of proper treatment she was dancing again. Literally. Healthy nerves are your body's internal wiring. They power your legs, your sense of balance, your reflexes. When they falter, falls become more likely. Walking becomes tiring. Independence? That starts to feel fragile. But here's your secret weapon. Vigilance, regular blood work, balanced meals rich in nerve-friendly nutrients like B12, omega-3s, and folate. If you're diabetic, tight glucose control is non-negotiable. Your nerves notice. You don't need expensive treatments to protect your future. Sometimes it's as simple as switching up your diet, taking a quality supplement, or walking barefoot on different textures to stimulate nerve endings. Yes, that works. So now that you're thinking about the nerves that carry you, what if I told you your blood flow could be silently working against you too? Imagine trying to water your garden with a kinked hose. No matter how much water you've got, it's not getting where it needs to go. That's what poor circulation does to your legs, especially with conditions like peripheral artery disease, PAD. Your muscles are ready to move, but the oxygen just isn't arriving fast enough. So you slow down, you stop, and then you lose strength without even realizing it. You might chalk it up to just aging, but if your legs feel tired after walking a block, or if you get cramps in your calves when climbing stairs, it's time to ask, is your blood flow holding you back? The science is clear. PAD affects about 1 in 5 adults over 60, and most don't even know they have it. The cause? Often a combo of smoking history, high cholesterol, or even just years of inactivity. But here's the thing. Unclogging that flow is absolutely possible. And no, you don't need to become a marathoner. Take David, 70. He thought his daily leg pain was arthritis, but it was PAD. After quitting smoking and adding just 20 minutes of daily walking, his legs stopped aching, and his doctor called it vascular rebirth. Throw in blood pressure management and leafy greens, and suddenly, blood's flowing like it should. Simple habits, powerful results. So let's cut to it. What's flowing to your muscles matters just as much as what's inside them. But circulation is only half the story. What if your strength was also being drained by the sun you're not getting? Let me ask you something. When's the last time you felt the sun on your skin? Not through a window, but real sunlight, warm and direct. If you had to think about it, you're not alone, and that might be why your legs feel weaker than they used to. See, after 60, your skin just doesn't convert sunlight into vitamin D like it did in your 30s, and without enough of it, your legs suffer, your bones, your balance, even your mood takes a hit. Vitamin D isn't just about avoiding brittle bones, though that's critical. It's a neuromuscular powerhouse. It sharpens balance, boosts muscle contraction, defends against fractures. In fact, studies from the Journal of Gerontology show that older adults with low D levels are twice as likely to fall. That's not a scare tactic, it's a wake-up call. But here's the twist. You don't need to sunbathe for hours. Just 15-20 minutes of daily sunlight on your arms and legs can trigger production. On cloudy days, reach for D-rich foods like salmon, egg yolks, or fortified cereals. And yes, supplements work wonders, especially D3. Ask your doctor for a simple blood test. You might be shocked at how low your levels are. Eleanor, 68, struggled with persistent leg fatigue. Her D levels were a measly 12 ml. The healthy range starts at 30. 3 months of sunshine walks and a D3 supplement later, she was not only walking better, she said she felt like herself again. But here's what most people miss. Even with strong bones and muscles, your habits could still be slowly eroding your strength from the inside out. Quick pause. If you're nodding along thinking, wow, this might be why I've been feeling off lately, make sure you check the pinned comment below. I dropped something important there that can help you spot the early warning signs before they slow you down any further. Seriously, don't miss it. Let's be real. How much of your day is spent sitting? The couch, the car, the kitchen table? It adds up. And the truth is, after 60, sitting too long does more than just make you stiff. It steals your strength. Quietly. Relentlessly. Sitting isn't rest anymore. It's a slow surrender of mobility, flexibility, and independence. Here's the kicker. Even if you exercise for 30 minutes a day, it won't undo the damage of sitting for the other 15 hours. That's what researchers at the Mayo Clinic found. Inactivity leads to muscle shrinking, joint tightening, and circulation slowdown. It's like parking your car in the driveway and expecting it to stay road ready. But, and here's where things get exciting, you don't have to become a gym nut. Movement is medicine, and it can be joyful. Try setting a timer every hour and stretching for 2 minutes. Water your plants. Do 5 wall push-ups. Dance while waiting for your coffee. Try chair yoga. Yes, it's a thing. Or pick up a hobby that makes you move. Gardening, tai chi, even light housework counts when done with intention. I once coached a retired teacher, Robert, who felt rusty all the time. We started with just 5-10-minute walks a day. 3 weeks in, he said he hadn't felt that limber in years. Why? Because the key isn't intense movement. It's consistent movement. So here's your thought for the day. Are your habits building your future, or quietly breaking it down? Because even if you're moving more, there's another invisible battle happening inside your joints. Ever stood up and felt like your knees were made of sandpaper? That grinding, aching, stiff sensation. Yep, that's likely osteoarthritis knocking. And once it gets a foothold, it doesn't just hurt. It discourages movement, traps you in a cycle of inactivity, and slowly chips away at your independence. But here's the secret most folks never hear. Motion is lotion for your joints. Let me repeat that. The more you move, intelligently, the better your joints feel. You'd think rest is the answer when your knees protest, but it's actually gentle movement that keeps the joint fluid flowing, the cartilage nourished, and the pain at bay. Low-impact exercise isn't a punishment. It's your escape route. Take aqua aerobics, for instance. It reduces joint strain by up to 75% compared to land-based workouts. Or resistance bands. They're miracle tools for building strength without jarring your knees and hips. And don't sleep on stretches. A simple 5-minute morning mobility routine can make the difference between shuffling and striding. Rosa, 74, used to groan every time she stood. She started a mix of chair yoga and swimming twice a week. 6 months later, she's climbing stairs again and smiling about it. And no, this isn't about just living with the pain. It's about fighting for mobility, your birthright. Because when your joints stay active, your whole body does too. But what if something else is quietly making your muscles weaker, and it's sitting in your medicine cabinet? You trust your prescriptions to help you, but what if one of them is quietly robbing your strength? It sounds dramatic, but it's true. Many medications prescribed after 60 come with a catch. They may weaken your muscles or affect your coordination. And the worst part, you may not even realize it's happening until your legs feel heavier, your steps get slower, and you chalk it up to just aging. Statins, for example, commonly used to lower cholesterol, can cause muscle pain or weakness in some people. Diuretics, they can deplete potassium and magnesium, which your muscles desperately need to function. Even certain blood pressure meds and sleep aids may leave you feeling groggy or off balance, which sets you up for, yep, a fall. But here's the twist. You don't have to choose between your heart and your legs. The solution? Talk with your doctor. A medication review, done every 6 to 12 months, can uncover whether a different dose or alternative drug would better support your overall mobility and longevity. I worked with James, 69, who had started struggling with leg cramps. Turns out, it was a side effect of his blood pressure medication. After adjusting it, he was back to his evening walks, without pain or pills sabotaging his strength. So don't settle for just managing. You deserve to thrive. Your meds should work for you, not against you. But even with the perfect prescription, you still need to fortify what holds you up. And that starts in your bones. Picture this. You trip over a rug, fall sideways, and just like that, snap. A hip fracture. It sounds like bad luck, but it's often not. It's weak bones. Osteoporosis doesn't announce itself with flashing lights. It whispers through thinning bones until a simple fall becomes life-altering. After 60, especially for women, this isn't rare, it's a reality. And yet, it's often overlooked, until it's too late. But let's flip the script. Your bones are alive. They respond to what you do every single day. They get stronger when you challenge them with weight-bearing activity. That means walking, dancing, stair climbing, even light hiking. Yes, you can build bone strength naturally. Think of it like brushing your teeth. Daily care, lifelong payoff. And let's talk fuel. Calcium isn't just in milk. Try sardines with bones, collard greens, sesame seeds. Pair it with vitamin D. Hello, sunshine. So your body actually absorbs it. Bonus points for magnesium-rich foods like almonds and pumpkin seeds. They help regulate bone-building hormones. Elaine, 71, was shocked to find out her bone density had plummeted. Instead of going passive, she joined a twice-weekly strength class, upped her leafy greens, and added a D3 supplement. A year later, her bone scan showed improvement, and more importantly, she felt stronger, more balanced, and less afraid of falling. And here's a twist most people miss. Bones and muscles are a team. But what happens when your body starts gaining weight while losing muscle? What happens when your body carries more weight but has less muscle to support it? That dangerous combo is called sarcopenic obesity, and it's one of the biggest threats to healthy aging you've probably never heard of. It's not just about size, it's about strength. And the scary part? You might not even look obese on the outside. This is a hidden condition, and it's accelerating the decline of leg strength in people over 60 every single day. You see, fat tissue doesn't just sit there. It releases inflammatory signals that weaken muscle fibers. Add in low activity and a diet high in sugar and processed carbs, and your legs begin to bear more weight while simultaneously losing the ability to handle it. It's like asking a rusted-out bridge to carry heavier traffic. But here's the empowering truth. You can reverse it. Start with protein. 1 gram per kilogram of body weight daily is a great target. Then mix cardio and strength training. Walk briskly, climb stairs, do bodyweight squats in the kitchen while waiting for the kettle to boil. Swap the chips for hummus and veggies. Little swaps, massive returns. Henry, 66, was shocked to learn he was losing muscle despite gaining weight. He started doing resistance exercises with resistance bands and added daily 20-minute walks. 6 months later, he had more stamina, and his pants were looser. This isn't about shrinking your body. It's about empowering it to move, support, and carry you into your later years with resilience. And yet sometimes it's not just your weight or muscle working against you. It's a sudden strike to your system you never saw coming. 1 minute you're fine. The next your leg won't move the way it used to. A stroke doesn't just shake up your life. It can steal your strength, coordination, and confidence in an instant. And after 60, stroke risk skyrockets. It's one of the leading causes of long-term disability in seniors, and yet so many people give up hope after it happens. But hear this clearly. A stroke is not the end of the road. Rehabilitation is powerful. The brain is wired for recovery, even after trauma. It's called neuroplasticity. With the right movement therapy, your body can relearn how to walk, balance, and regain function. Stroke recovery isn't just physical, it's deeply emotional, and it takes grit. But the rewards, life-changing. John, 73, couldn't lift his left foot after a mild stroke. He started daily rehab, ankle circles, assisted leg lifts, and pool therapy. Within 6 months, he was walking without a cane. He says he walked back into life. Early rehab is key, but prevention is even better. High blood pressure is the one stroke risk factor, so monitoring and managing it is critical. So is staying active, eating brain-healthy foods, think berries, salmon, leafy greens, and staying socially connected. Yes, loneliness increases stroke risk too, because your legs don't just carry your body, they carry your independence. And whether you're recovering or preventing, every step matters. And that brings us to the bigger picture. If your legs are losing strength, there's more at stake than mobility. Your freedom, your confidence, even your lifespan is on the line. So let's put all of this into perspective. So here's the moment to really pause and think. What's your body been trying to tell you? The fatigue when you climb the stairs, the wobble when you stand too long, that quiet fear of falling you don't say out loud. These aren't just random quirks of aging. They're signs, warnings. And now that you know what's behind them, you're not powerless. You're informed, and that changes everything. Because every small decision from this point forward, how you move, what you eat, what questions you ask your doctor, can either build your strength or silently take it away. What's incredible is how quickly things can begin to shift once you take action. You're not too late. You're right on time. Whether it's tightening your nutrition, committing to a daily walk, or just standing more throughout the day, momentum builds, confidence returns, and suddenly things feel possible again. Now, before you go, there's something you shouldn't miss. Check the pinned comment. Don't scroll past it. There's something there that's easy to overlook, but incredibly valuable. You'll understand why when you get there. And if this helped you, subscribe, because this is just the beginning of how strong your future can be.